What's going on, everybody? How's it going? Prowling Panther here.
And
Yeah,
serial killer.
To my my left, technically on the screen. It's my right. It's the screen's left. I don't fucking know. There's a guy, another guy, the other guy, that guy. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this way. Things are already fucked up. See, mistakes have been made. There we go. There, problem solved. All right.
How's everybody doing?
Yeah. Go white boys. Yeah, exactly, geek. White boys indeed. You gotta add that extra H in that, white boys, because that's exactly what that is.
I am the whitest of the white boys.
Yeah, indeed. Okay, so yeah, the idea behind this here is we're gonna talk about video game stuff, a little bit of regular news stuff, maybe some funny little things here and there. We'll figure it out as we go along. For those of you playing the home game on TV, no, anyways, alright, let's load this up.
Yeah, if you're expecting brilliant commentary, you've come to the wrong
exactly.
place.
Way wrong place. We're gonna pull a window capture here. And boom! There we go. Although it's all fuckered up.
Welcome to Mindless Banter Beta. We'll just call it Beta because in gaming, if you call it Beta, everything can be as fucked up as you want. All you gotta say is it's Beta. Yep. Yeah, it's Beta, guys.
Boring, bring on the white boy dancing. No. I feel like I'm tan now. Fuck you, mine, you fucking Scottish bastard. Alright, so here's the idea we got with this one. Killer, you want to take over on that?
So this article, it has come to this, right? And it's about all, like, the article presents it as crappy things that make it on the screen, Steam Greenlight. I would disagree. This game is called, what is it, Ball Kicking Simulator? 2016.
Yep, Balls Kicking Simulator 2016.
I think that sounds amazing.
For those of you who aren't paying attention, look, we have blacked out dongers. Even the white boy's got a black donger. Look at that. That's just wrong.
Those are really some big dongers.
I know.
That's...
See, people like Geek couldn't play this game, just cause. Anyways,
maybe as, like, the levels go up, the dongers get smaller, so they're harder to kick. I really hope that's the way it works. If I want my dongs to start out big, and then just kind of shrink as the time goes on.
Things that should never be said on the internet.
So yeah, it's in the same vein of, the other really good games that have come out on Greenlight lately. Shower with Your Dad Simulator. What's Under Your Blanket? I like it. It's going straight on my wish list when it comes out of Greenlight.
We do have a trailer for this, so I'm going to kick on the sounds of the computer, and we can check out the trailer. Hit an animal. Oh god, there's animal cruelty. What the fuck?
I haven't actually watched this.
Wow.
I want this game more now.
There you go. That's the premise of that idea. Balls Kicking Simulator 2016. Because Mount Your Friends just wasn't enough.
No. And it's got, like, racial diversity in it. I'm pretty happy. I think games media will be happy with it. I like it.
Yeah, I think it's rather interesting. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It'll be one of those games that will keep you entertained for roughly 2 hours or so, and then you'll be like, why in the hell am I playing this? Oh,
that's like half the games on my Steam collection, so...
That doesn't surprise me any. That doesn't surprise me in the least little bit. Let's get some music in the background, shall we? There we go. Something like that'll work. Alright, so, yeah, there's that. Oh, wait, I know what I gotta do with this real quick. Randomize that. Oh, goodness. So, yeah. Yeah, I don't know about that game. That's one of those games. It's like you just kind of stare and go. First, I want to know who thought of that. Who the fuck sat there and went, I want to sit here and play a game where I kick someone in the dick all day long.
In all honesty, if it's like $2, I'll buy it. Anything over that, probably not. I'll never play it. It's like Shower with Your Dad Simulator. It's on my list, so it can be on my list. I'll probably never play it.
Oh, wait, hold on. Geek. First things first. If you really think that myself and Killer will ever have class, you, madam, need to rethink the people you have in your group and your expectations of said group. I'm just saying, man. A woman thought of that game? Probably, yes. A woman probably thought of that game. You're probably right.
All they need to do is call it like Self-Defense Simulator, and all the SJW people will think it's the best game ever made.
Yeah, that's probably true. That is probably true. Alright, let me see here. So, going from kicking people into the balls, here's a kick in the balls that all of you probably have already heard of. Alright?
Mortal Kombat.
Oh, hold on. Fucking window capture went wonky. Really?
GG, sir. Beta, guys. It's beta. It's okay. It's expected. It's beta.
Wow. Gotta redo the window capture now. That's bullshit. Okay, so note to self. Cannot shut down window capture while streaming. Great. You mother bitch.
Mother bitch.
Alright. And I gotta re-edit the scene again to get it sized up properly.
Should I sing a song while we wait?
Right, exactly. Might as well. Just to keep people entertained, right? Okay, there we go. So yes, Mortal Kombat X for PC players. Apparently Warner is abandoning the idea of all the DLCs and everything that they're going to do for Xbox One and PS4. They're not doing it for PC.
No, fuck the PC players. Like, this has kind of been like a common thing lately. Well, it's been a common thing off and on for PC players to get fucked over on these, like, AAA titles, right? Like, we get crappy ports, or they just abandon it like this. Like, they made their money, they're like, fuck it, we don't... And I don't know if it has to do with when Mortal Kombat came out, there was a lot of bitching because it was a bit of a mess. Like, people bought the game and they could only play like a tiny part of it because they forgot to upload all the files to Steam or something like that, so you couldn't actually download the whole game even though you had bought it. So I don't know if that pissed them off that everyone was griping about that or what, but I can't see why they would just dump the PC platform. They're writing the DLC. It's written on PC to begin with anyway, so it's not a difficult port if they're making it for the PS4 and the Xbox One. I think it's just a can't take it any other way than just a fuck you.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And that's the thing. Warner's announcement did not... They mentioned PS4, they mentioned Xbox One, but they didn't mention PC. And people fucking went berserk on Warner's for this. Unbelievably went berserk.
And Warner deserves it, because Warner has done, like, really shitty things with PC gaming for the last, like, 4 or 5 major releases they've put out have been completely fucked on PC.
Right, exactly.
So they're becoming the new Ubisoft, basically, is the thing.
Yeah, fuck off there, geek. But that's the thing. The worst part is that people bought Mortal Kombat X for PC. That's out. But it's the XL part. So it's like, okay, you have the game, but you're not going to get all the downloadable content that everyone else is going to get. That's the slap in the fucking face.
I think that Batman is another Warner game, right? There's another huge release that was complete, utter mess for the PC.
Oh, yeah. All kinds of fuckered it up. Yeah, so expect them to decide later on down the road, I'm sure. Once enough people bitch, that all of a sudden, magically, it'll come out. It'll be good to go then. That's probably what'll happen with that shit.
And I thought, like, the competitive multiplayer scene for Mortal Kombat was in the past, kind of on PC. I thought that's kind of where the fighter games normally were at. So I don't know what they're thinking with that just whole thing.
Right. Yeah, I don't know what the hell. I don't think they were thinking with that whole thing. That's the main deal with that. I don't know. All right, so let's see here. What was the next thing we're going into? Oh yeah. So that being said, downloads and all that shit not happening with Mortal Kombat, but apparently there's a sequel for Half-Life that you all might be interested, possibly.
Yeah, it's a sequel to Opposing Force, which I've played like all the other Half-Life games, but I've never played any of the Opposing Force games, and it's not being made by Valve. It's like Valve has like sanctioned it, but it's a I think it's kind of an indie developer that's working on it.
Yeah, I'm trying to see fan working on a project.
Fan made, yeah.
Yeah, it's a fan's been working on a project he calls Half-Life Prospect, and it'll be released February 11th on Steam for the price of $10. That's not bad. So yeah, this is a fan-based game coming out then, pretty much. Sequel to Half-Life, Opposing Force is coming to Steam. Yep, next month. So yeah,
Valve is really good about allowing these like fan-made things to become official or canon, however you want to put it, right? Like you had last year, Black Mesa came out, and a remake of Half-Life 1 and in a better engine, and it looks really nice. Actually, I've been meaning to actually pick it up because I love me some Half-Life.
right.
And to be able to go back. The only thing that I'm kind of disappointed with that one is that it's not like a true complete remake of Half-Life 1. Like they've gone and changed some stuff and added a few things, but man, it looks beautiful. Especially, I went back and tried to play even the Source version of Half-Life 1 here recently, and it didn't age super well. I guess I kind of had rose-tinted glasses when I was thinking back on it. It's still a great game, but it just doesn't look awesome.
Yeah, no, it's I don't know, I think this one will be alright. I got a feeling... Well, okay, this one's going to have everything you would expect it to. This one's going to end up being one of those great gameplay, not great graphics necessarily, or vice versa. It's not going to have both. There's no way in hell it's going to have both. Unless this fan who's doing this is, some uber fucking epic, developer for this kind of shit, or if he does this shit as a job, maybe.
Well, as far as like the graphics goes, right? These like Half-Life based things usually end up looking pretty good because they're using Source, and so all the assets are already there for them to use.
Right.
So it might be all right. Like we'll see. We'll see.
We will see.
It's certainly going to be here before fucking Half-Life 3. So I guess we just got to take what we can get.
Killer, you went all like blurry for. Oh nope, you're good. You're back. I don't know what happened. You're going like blurry and back.
I was time traveling. It's okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, Killer time travels in his off time. Apparently, off time travel. No. Anyways, moving on. Right. Fuck off, madam. Well, yeah. So we go from talking about the possible good graphics of this game to something that might enhance the graphics of every game you ever come across for the rest of your life. Or this could just completely and utterly tank, you never know. HoloLens, run up to 5.5 hours on a single charge. Basically the idea is this is going to connect to anything over Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. It's going to be universal, work with Windows 10 or anything for Mac as well. They're working on that kind of crap. Pretty much what you see right here in this picture is the idea. You will be able to interact with a holographic game. It's going to just pop up in whatever room you're in, and you play the game that way.
And like you can, what seems awesome to me, right? Like you can just like, oh, I want to watch Netflix, right? And I want it to be like look like it's like 50 feet tall on this freaking wall over here, or floating in the air. It looks amazing. Like I know Microsoft is really good for making huge promises and not following up on them, like Kinect and stuff like that. But this looks amazing. But huge caveat here. Everyone that was bitching, like myself, about the price of the VR, Oculus.
Yeah, Oculus VR, yeah.
$500, yeah. The dev kits, they announced the price for the dev kits for HoloLens. Yeah, they're $3,000.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. So imagine what, no thanks, I'm good. That's out of my price range, that's for sure.
I mean, when this first got announced, I was super stoked on it. They had the cool Minecraft thing they were showing, and if it turns out to be, and I've heard from a few people that have used it. I have a buddy that's used it, and he said that it does all the things they say it does. The only thing that they don't kind of make known is like in the magicness gets lost in your peripheral vision. Like if you just look straight ahead of you, it looks amazing. Just don't look to the side of it.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, so I don't. This could be awesome. It could be a complete utter tank if you have the money for it again. And I'm sure somewhere down the line, someone will come, find a way to copy the technology and try and make it for cheaper.
Hey, if I can make me a VR headset from Google out of cardboard that I just slip my phone in, someone's got to find a way to make this cheaper too.
I'll leave it to you. Yeah, that's a good point. Mine comes up with a good point for you, Killer. When are you not bitching?
Well, I told
when
you
when he's
British,
sleeping.
so I bitch all the time.
God damn it, Dave! Get off the show. All right, no. Oh, good God, that was horrible. That was just horrible. All right, so yeah, let's go into this one here. So coming up in February, they're coming out with a game that I never played the first one, but this one caught my interest a little bit, and I think it's just kind of was the first one was pretty good, but this one looks a lot more epic. Just the way it's played, the way they have everything going for it. XCOM 2. I don't know, Killer, have you really played any of the XCOMs at all, or?
I have played absolutely zero of the XCOMs. From what I know, isn't it like a strategy-based shooter?
Pretty much, yeah. XCOM 2 set 20 years after the previous game, basically. A future, for... Basically, the human race has lost the war against the aliens. And so now they're kind of under their rule, and we have to now rise up and rebel and all that fun jazz. That's the idea behind this one.
I know the people that like it seem to really like it. Like, I don't know if it's my kind of game, but I can see the appeal in it.
Right. And yeah, as I was just reading here, one of the things the engineer team was worried about is if they do it with procedurally generated maps, that it's going to look like shit because they're worried about the size of the game and everything like that. You've played.
There's the thing too, right? That's the new novelty thing. Like, let's put procedurally generated maps in everything. We just need to have random maps in every game now.
Yeah, and that's yeah, and that's the thing. It doesn't work for all games.
No.
So yeah, I'm interested to see this one come out. I want to see what it's going to look like. Let's see. Do we have a video? We do have a video. How long is the video though?
87 minutes.
That's an hour and... Yeah, no, we're not watching it for a full hour.
I just pulled that out of my ass. It's not actually 87 minutes.
No, it's an hour and 1 minute.
It's XCOM 2.
Oh, well, I
XCOM
guess
2.
I wasn't too far
Also
off
Martin
then.
Nauta and Garth D'Angelis of Firaxis.
This is what I was watching, though, where I saw how the gameplay was going, and I was like, this looks fucking interesting.
Yes? Go ahead.
We gate crashed.
We did. We watched you guys gate crash before this thing started. You sabotaged that Advent monument.
I want to point out that it was Garth playing, not me.
Yeah,
Just trying
these wounded soldiers are totally mine.
Skip ahead from these fuckers talking. There you go.
The machine. Do you guys have any? You want us to give an intro with what's going on here?
I guess we have sort of checked out the premise. It's the aliens took over the world and everything.
Right.
I like how Lou's just standing there like, I'm fine.
Yeah,
Totally cool.
But yeah, that's the general idea. I mean, from what I see of these guys playing it, it looks pretty good. It looks like the graphics will be good on it, so that'll be interesting there. All right. I don't know. We just got to see how it goes through, I guess. And here's one that I am particularly absolutely excited about, and
I'm absolutely not.
Yeah, you're absolutely. Yeah, no, he wants nothing to do with this one, and that's quite alright. I'm alright with that. But then again, I'm a nerd for games like this, even though I've done this kind of stuff in real life. So yeah, the whole point, or the whole thing we're talking about, is American Truck Simulator. That has now been announced. It's coming out February 3rd, so literally a week from now, a little over a week from now, a week and a few days. So it's the same people who made Euro Truck Simulator 1 and 2. This one's going to be in the States. It's going to have all of the trucks that, we make, Peterbilt, Kenworth, Mack trucks, all of those, Freightliner. They've actually gone through a few different things where they took the idea of Euro Truck 2 and they made all the roads a hair bit smaller or narrower, like it would be in real life. Except that the problem is our trucks here in America, the rig itself, first off, the tractor is a lot larger and the trailers are longer. So now we have longer truck, narrower fucking roads to make these corners on. So it's going to make things interesting in that aspect.
Can we talk about playing Euro Truck 2 for a bit? Like, because, oh, fuck me, right? Like, I loaded into that game and everyone's like, we're playing multiplayer, right? There's multiplayer mods, so everyone's like, well, just go pick up this trailer and do the first mission and then we'll play. 3 fucking hours later, I'm still trying to back that first trailer into its spot. Like, fuck that game, man. No. I'll back up like stuff all day long as it doesn't have a pivot point. You had a pivot point in there? Nope, not gonna happen. No.
Well, I don't know. That's okay. Well, that's the other thing. I drove tractor trailer for a company for about 8 months before I got tired of the company screwing me out of money and I left. So I guess that's why these kind of games I don't mind, because I actually know how to honestly back up a 53-foot trailer into a fucking narrow ass goddamn alleyway. You think it's bad on
they
the
won't
computer.
even let.
What's that?
They won't let me back up a 2-foot trike, let alone.
They're making it more realistic for ATS. Yeah, that's true. That's what they're trying to do, is make it more realistic. Procedurally wise, as far as how everything looks, as well as, like I said, narrower roads, longer truck. But I guess knowing how to actually back up a trailer in real life helps me with the game. But at the same time, in all honesty, it is way different in the game than it is in real life. Because it doesn't quite act right, the way the truck moves.
Okay, here's the way I would play that game. Okay, you know how in Elite Dangerous you got a docking computer, which, screw a docking computer in Elite Dangerous, I'll never use that. But if they'll let me, they need to do a partnership with Elite Dangerous.
Make a parking computer for your truck.
Yes, so I could take that docking computer that I never use in Elite and put it in my truck. If I could do that, I would play that fucking game.
I just got this image now of, like, you see this rig pulling in, and Killer's like, okay, guys, we're going to go ahead and park the truck. Hold on. Rig stops, you hear click, and parking computer. And he puts his hands back like this. The truck lifts up in the air, and fucking rotates around, slides back, right in spot.
Turns into a transformer, walks over there, and then it just...
No, it gets the thrusters and shit from Elite Dangerous and everything. Picks it up, sets it down, then disconnects it for you, and you're like, whoa, I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, that if that partnership happens, I will play American Truck Simulator.
Right. Yeah. Good luck with that.
Faithfully.
I don't quite think that's gonna happen. Now, let's see. What this thing says is it shows always saying California and Nevada. So I got a feeling when it first comes out, it's only gonna have California and Nevada. It's not gonna be all of the states out of the gate. Either that, or they're just doing that to make us think that. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, I couldn't see them doing the whole, like, U.S., like...
Right.
It would be cool if they did some whole, like, U.S. thing and, like, Google Maps integration, and, yeah, that would be fun.
No, I got a feeling that would get a bit too detailed then, because, the way the game's set, like, if you look at ETS 2, dude, you can go from quite literally one side of the map to the other within a matter of a day. Probably take you 5 or 6 hours in real life, because it's a good fucking distance. But if you were to try and do that in real life, that would not be more. It would be way more than just a fucking day or 5 or 6 hours. So I don't know how they would try and work Google Maps into integration with this, because they'd have to scale that down. Big
I want it
time.
to be real size. I want it to have to take, 6 days to make one delivery. You need to be dedicated to that game, because you're going to spend 3 days trying to back the truck up when you get there anyway. So you might as well spend 6 days having fun getting there.
Just no. So that being said, just for shits and giggles, they do have a couple of different videos for it, and this one here is the one I've always seen. Yeah, pretty much this guy's doing nothing but fucking with the camera the entire time.
10 out of 10.
Yeah. Here, Route 66 is in there. That's a. I would hope so. Route 66 better be in there. I mean, that's one of the iconic fucking things. Yeah. That it better be. Most.
But doesn't that go
DLC.
between like Vegas and California and?
Yeah, it does. That's in that
Arizona.
area. So I don't know how. I don't remember how far it actually goes. I never actually had to run down 66 at all. Yeah, that would not be good. Drive the I-40 trainway from one side to the other. No, I really don't. I really want nothing to do with that at all. God. Mine, I hope to God they're not going to do that. Most will be paid DLCs. That does not sound like it would be very good. I don't. They didn't really do that with ETS 2. I don't see why they would do that with American Truck, but I mean, I guess that's possible.
You know, if that game was like multiplayer from the get-go, that would be amazing because it'd be fun watching the day that game comes out. All the Europeans driving on the wrong side of the road the whole time. Like, it would just be awesome. I would just go on a European server and just sit at a corner all day and watch the craziness.
So, no, they did say that. So they're saying, oh Jesus, the base game's $20, and then getting other states open is fucking DLC shit. Oh my god. Just one more way for them to fucking steal money out of your pockets.
Well, they got an opportunity for 48 DLCs there then.
Yeah, pretty much. That's kind of ridiculous, though.
I wonder how many people are going to buy Wyoming. That's got to be the most exciting DLC ever.
No. Kansas. Kansas is nothing but fucking
Yeah,
flat and fucking straight. I'm sorry, Geek, I
It's
love
all
you to death, but your state fucking sucks.
Kansas
And the
is
road
awesome.
works, my god.
It's all steers and queers in Kansas. That's all they got going on.
Right, pretty much. So it's not like you're paying for a full game of emptiness. Well, yeah, I guess. I don't know. That's just a little bit ridiculous to me. I just want base game in Kansas. Yeah, you would just want that. You would know where you're going then. That's the only time Geek would ever know where the fuck he's going.
Kansas might be alright because I'd have all that room to back up in.
Here we go. There's another one running through Nevada. But yeah, no, you're right. I'm hoping they have multiplayer because this having to download the extra fucking deal for multiplayer for ETS2 kind of sucks. And I'm hoping they find a way to do AI in the multiplayer. I would like to have the other cars in multiplayer because it will add an extra flair to the multiplayer part of it.
See, they missed the opportunity for DLC, right? They didn't need to make it so you had to buy more of the map. They could have just, like, sold different sounding horns. I would buy many different sounding horns if I played that game.
I can't tell if he said he'd buy many different sounding horns or whores. I don't...
Well, I do like my whores to sound different, too. I don't want all those generic sounding whores. I want them to have their own unique sound. That's what I look for in a whore.
Yeah, he doesn't want them all to sound like Siri.
No, like, do you want to play a game?
You're like, suck my nuts. I'm sorry, Dave, I can't do that. My name's not Dave! What the fuck?
Dave's not here, man.
Yeah, that would not be, no. So I'm hoping they have the multiplayer in this already, and I hope they have AI in it, because having the other cars adds the extra element of what it's really like to drive. And when you just have yourself and other people, I mean, it can be fun, but meh, not really.
Did Euro Truck Simulator 2, didn't it have AI in it?
In single, but not in multiplayer. Multiplayer, it's only the people who are logged onto the server that are driving around.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's okay, but it's not the greatest thing ever. So yeah, that's our take a little bit there on some of these games. Let's should we go down to the cellar and take a look at games of last year? You think?
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Let me find the damn door for games of last year, shall we? Hang on a second. I'll get it. Here it is. Oh, no, it's stuck. It's stuck. Oh, there. There we go. Alright, so, games from last year that we're absolutely excited about, that we loved. City Skylines. Everything that SimCity 4 should have been.
City Skylines was.
Yeah, that was actually, I enjoyed the hell out of that game. My problem is Panther sucks. Dave's Nuts Simulator 2016. How about you suck my left nut there, geek? All right, so no, City Skylines I liked. I played like fucking almost 2 months straight on City Skylines, and had this massive fucking city going. It was fun. My problem is after 2 months, you've kind of done everything you can do with that game, just like SimCity. So that's
but mods, right? Like there's a really good modding community around that game.
Well, yeah, that's true.
My thing was, and part of it is like when I was younger, like I was really into city builders and management games and stuff, and well, I still kind of enjoy them. I get sick of them real quick.
Right.
And I found the start in City Skylines a bit difficult. Like I lost quite a few cities before I actually got one going. Like there's a lot to learn with that game.
Right. Can't just drive around in a big truck in the smallest area and crash into everything. That's pretty much going to be American Truck Simulator, Shane. Yeah, that's the idea. Geek, only thing I can tell you, dude, is that you have to like build a little bit of road and get your residential set and wait a little bit, get them get enough stuff to get them power and the essentials. And then you need to wait until your money about doubles, and then you get some commercial or agriculture going, and then you wait till your money gets to a certain. It's a very long, drawn-out process, dude. And they made it a lot harder to keep your city alive in Skylines than what they did in SimCity. Because I remember like SimCity 2000, I'd have me a full-blown fucking city in no time, and it'd be raking in by millions. So.
All right, I'm going to go on a blind guy rant here for a second.
Oh, God.
My biggest bitch about City Skylines, and I don't know if it's been fixed because I haven't played it in a while, but that font in that game was so fucking small. It was like an 8-point font. So I had to install a mod so that I could actually play the damn game that made the font bigger. Then I couldn't get achievements because I made the font bigger. Wow, I have this huge advantage of being able to read the text. No achievements for you, good sir.
So what you're saying is you're like, yes, I have all this font. I can actually see everything that's going on. This is awesome. And then as soon as you realize no achievements, it just went fail.
I understand, I guess, okay, you don't get achievements if you install a mod that gives you, infinite money or, whatever. But don't take my achievements away for a fucking font change. I mean, wow.
He's like, I changed the font, I can see, I can't get achievements.
And I'm an achievement whore, right? So I was just like, nope, I'm done. Okay, no achievements, I'm not playing this game.
Yep. At that point, he's been waiting this whole stream to do that. Fuck off, geek. No, I've actually been waiting the whole stream to just get this image of Killer, racking up his gun. Bye-bye, computer. Oh. Well, okay, you're talking about the... What's up? Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, you're talking about the modding part for City Skylines, and then we're going to move over to Grand Theft Auto, because you and fucking Dave with your goddamn mods on Grand Theft Auto. Your fucking elite hackseries.
Hey, I never did it, man. I let Dave and Dizzy handle all that, and I just reap the rewards. That's how I roll.
Would you end up with, it was 30 million or some shit by the end of it?
Oh, I'm sure, yeah. Here's the thing, right? I was kind of worried at first that having all the money I could want in that game and buying all the things I could want would ruin it for me. No, man, we played the other day, and I did missions, and I enjoyed myself. I could care less about the money I get now because it's pocket change, but
yeah,
that they really need to change the payouts in that game. They need to be at least quadruple what they are. I shouldn't have to grind for 20 hours so that I can buy a nice car. No. That being said, I love that fucking game. It's such I bought it on the Xbox 360. I bought it on the Xbox One. I freaking bought it on PC. I've played a lot of that game, and I still really, really enjoy it.
Yeah. Well, I like Grand Theft Auto 5. I remember playing fuck, what was? I don't even remember what console it was on anymore when I played Grand Theft Auto. The very, very first.
Yeah, the original.
Yeah, the
It was on
first
PC.
top
It was-
view down 2D fucking.
Yeah, I think it got ported over to like PlayStation 2 or something like that, but it was originally a PC only game, and I played the crap out of that on PC back in the day.
Right. He raped the rewards, huh? Yes, Geeky, raped the rewards. What's up, Dave? How's it going, buddy?
Speak of the devil.
I know, it takes someone talking about raping rewards for Dave to show up. Kinda creepy.
I think he's a lot like Beetlejuice. If you say his name 3 times, he eventually shows up.
Now, you know what it was, right? The Geek said something about raping rewards, and and Dave just went.
Did I hear my 2 favorite words, rape and rewards? So yeah, GTA 5, great game.
Yeah, indeed. We went off on a tangent there. Sorry. No, dude, I did like GTA 5. Like I said, I played the original. I remember playing all of them at some point in time throughout life, and I like what they've done with it. I didn't care much for San Andreas. I think it kind of went off tangent and was a little bit odd, but Grand Theft Auto 5 seems like it's badass. And the fact that you now have more than just one character who you can play as in the story mode, you're able to, there's 3 people who you can work as. That makes things a little bit better.
Yeah, you know what's funny? As much of that game as I've played, I still have not finished the story mode. Like, I think I made it through it like halfway on Xbox One or something like that.
Right.
And it's really, really good. It's just that every time I play GTA 5, I don't want to play the story mode. I want to go in multiplayer and shoot my friends.
Right, yeah, exactly. Shoot people like Dave.
Yeah. So, one thing that is bugging me, like, I've been waiting since GTA 5 came out on PC for the ability to have, like, private modded servers, because, let's face it, that would be amazing. Like, if I could, rain whales down from the sky on my friends, all the better, right? Like,
What the? Rain whales? Why whales?
that was like the first GTA 5 mod I think that came out, was you could spawn whales in the sky. I don't know.
Immediately, I know what you're gonna do. Immediately, you're gonna end up with this server, and Papa's gonna get in. You're gonna rain whales, so Papa could go, Captain, there'll be whales here.
But so somebody had actually gone to the trouble and wrote a multiplayer server that was moddable, and Rockstar shut it down. Like,
oh wow,
yeah,
that's kind of dick move.
They're not being very friendly to modders, and they should have realized when they came to PC that's what made everybody love GTA 4 on PC, because the initial port of that game sucked. Like, they did a terrible job. But modders came in, made it better. I've seen photorealism mods for GTA 4 that you can see screenshots of, and you can't tell if it's real life or if it's an in-game shot.
Yeah, I've seen a few of those.
Like, there was so much really cool stuff done with GTA 4, which, man, there was a multiplayer mod that somebody put out for GTA 4.
Yep.
And we should really check that out, because...
I don't know if that's still up or what's going on with that. I don't know if Rockstar shut all that shit down or not.
Well, no, it's a peer-to-peer type thing, because GTA 4 had no multiplayer in it to speak of, so the mod just handles it client-to-client kind of connections.
Gotcha. Okay. Oh, good. We got Papa laughing with that one about there be whales here. Let's see. Mine, you can't get money in GTA because Dave and them have stopped doing that because Dizzy got himself banned from the online for what was it, a week or some shit?
A week, yeah.
Yeah, a week straight. Dizzy was banned because he got caught hacking. And he didn't even get caught hacking money. He got caught hacking because he changed the layout of his fucking console. Of the beginning console. And that's what they caught him on. GTA 4 did have multiplayer. I don't remember if it did or not, honestly. I
didn't think it did. I thought it was solely a single-player game. Did it have multiplayer? Is someone saying it did?
Dave's saying it did. I have no idea. I couldn't tell you. It's been too long since I played GTA 4. And I think I only had GTA 4 on the PS3, so I wouldn't know. It did. Oh, you have it on Xbox. Okay. I never did multiplayer with that one, so. Let's see. Other games that we have played that we absolutely love, and I think Geek and everyone will agree with this one. Rocket League.
Yeah.
For a game.
Rocket League.
For a game that you thought was when I initially looked at it, I looked like this is the dumbest shit I've ever seen. Who wants to drive a car around and knock a fucking soccer ball around and run into each other? That just sounds stupid. And then you start playing it and you're like, yep, nope, I'm hooked. I'm done. That's all there is to it.
It's one of those games that's like simple to play, but impossible to master. Like I was watching videos the other night of the finals back in October for it was like MLG Rocket League tournament, and oh my god, it made me realize how bad I suck at Rocket League. Like those guys are just like amazing, flying through the air and hitting the ball where they want to hit it and stuff. Like if any of you haven't watched it before, like watch professional Rocket League. It's really good.
Those guys were kind of. It's crazy to watch what those guys do with that shit. Because you and I think we're awesome. Like we could fly for like 20, 30 feet and like nick the ball. We're like, yeah, that was awesome. And you watch these guys, and you're like, what the fuck? Who has this amount of time to devote to this?
It's one of those games too. Like I can play one day and just be like on my game and what I would consider really, really, good, and then the next day I couldn't score a goal to save my life. Like I don't know what it is with that game. Like you just got to be, I think, in the right mindset to do well at it.
Yeah,
and Geek is never in that mindset.
No, it's a soccer ball, Dave. It's a soccer ball. I don't know what to tell you.
Soccer. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Geek does have the amount of time to devote to that kind of game to be able to be like that. But Geek's too much of a derp to be able to be that pro. So, yeah.
He keeps trying to do like no scope 360s, and we're like, Geek, you don't have a gun. He's like, I'm still gonna do it, man.
Oh, that was horrible. That was horrible.
I do have to say too, I like what they're doing as far as DLCs in that game go. Right, it's all pretty much just cosmetic stuff, or like the cars. I guess it is, people say like the hitboxes on them are a little bit different, but for the most part, if somebody has all the DLC cars, they don't have an advantage over somebody that doesn't have them. They make sure the maps are for everybody. I do. I like the way that they've handled the DLC with that.
Yeah, well, check this out right here. Rocket League has Sweet Tooth from fucking Twisted Metal. A little video on that.
I seen the other day they were adding some game-related DLC that was coming out for that here. Rocket League DLC. Oh, they're adding a Supersonic.
Oh, nice.
It's already out. Supersonic Fury. Is that like Sonic the Hedgehog?
I have no idea. I think so.
Yeah. No, I don't think it has anything to do with Sonic or Sega.
Oh, okay. I have no idea. I wouldn't know a fucking thing about it.
Sunset Overdrive DLC, but I think that's only on the Xbox. Which, that's alright, because Sunset Overdrive wasn't that great of a game in my opinion. So yeah, Rocket League. Good game. Good game.
Oh yeah, Rocket League's fucking awesome.
So, Fallout 4. I've played some on Xbox One. I have it on my games list on PC now, so mods, yay. I really enjoy it. It's another Fallout game. I'm not really I do it anyways because I like building things, but the building system needs some updates. I would like an overhead view to be able to put stuff down and fly around when you're putting stuff down, because yeah, the building in that game is not the most intuitive thing in the world. I'm kind of just think I'm waiting to play it more for more mods to come out, because that's what Fallout is all about, is the mods.
Right. I don't know. I played Fallout 1 and Fallout 2, and they were not my kind of thing to play, so I never really...
Fallout 1 and 2 are completely different, even genres of games from what all the other Fallouts are. Like, those are like kind of... If I remember, I haven't actually played them, but they're like top-down, like RTS kind of games, aren't they?
Not... Well, I don't know. Fallout 2 wasn't really so much top-down that I remember. But then again, I played I played that game when it was, brand fucking new. Here we go. Launch trailer for Fallout 4. There we go.
Everything can change in an instant, whether or not you're ready.
This wasn't the world I wanted, but it was the one I found myself in. This time I'm ready. Because I know war.
War never changes.
I have a question. The only question that matters. Would you risk your life for your fellow man? Even if that man is a synth?
Beneath the Commonwealth, there is a cancer, known as the Institute. A malignant growth that needs to be cut before it infects the surface.
They're the real enemy. Not the Raiders. Not the super mutants. Not even those tools over in Diamond City.
Don't shoot! I swear, I'm not a synth. For God's sakes, we're family!
This is ridiculous. I want the truth, McDonough.
Protect the people at a minute's notice. And decide our own future.
We're a man out of time, but all's not lost.
This campaign will be costly. But in the end, we will be saving humankind from its worst enemy. Itself.
So where is it, huh? This institute. How do I get there?
Haven't you been paying attention? You don't find the institute. The institute finds you.
Let's go, boy.
So yeah, that's Fallout 4. And like I said, I played the other ones. They weren't my kind of deal, so I haven't really been too excited about this one. Mainly because I'm kind of like, I feel like it's just going to be the same damn thing that I played the other time that I didn't care for. But
Did you like Skyrim?
Yes.
Fallout 4 is just, it's Skyrim in a different universe with different weapons. So that's basically what it is.
Okay, I guess that makes sense. I don't know. I'll have to try and look into it. The other thing is, I don't want to drop $60 on a fucking game.
No, I would wait until it, Steam sale, 2 years from now.
Right, yeah, indeed.
Alright, another game that we haven't played in a while, but we've played a fair bit of, is Payday 2.
Yeah, that...
had some amazing DLC come out here recently.
Yeah, indeed. It did.
There was a tie-in with Payday 2 between Goat Simulator. So there was a Goat Simulator DLC that came out where you play as goats and I think, right? Or are you playing as people or goats?
I have no idea, dude. I've Couldn't tell you.
Now I think you maybe play as people. I don't know, but it's Goat Simulator, right? Like, and then there was a Payday 2 Goat Simulator mission that came out for the Goat Simulator game. I enjoy Payday 2. I don't know what the hell I'm doing on Payday 2, so I just kind of do what I'm told.
he's like, I can't see what I'm doing on Payday 2, but I like it.
I like it a lot.
You know, I remember, I played the hell out of Payday. I remember, I don't even remember what fucking thing. I think I had it for PS2 or PS3. I don't even remember which one I had at the point, but I remember playing the absolute hell out of that game. You're playing as people collecting goats. That makes sense.
Yeah, sounds like a worthwhile task.
Right, because that's what Killer likes to do. He likes to collect goats. We're not asking why he's collecting goats, but he likes to collect goats.
Well, you know how earlier I said I like my hookers to sound different.
Oh, no.
Goats have this distinct sound that just, so good.
Okay, yep, we're ending the show now on that note, and
YouTube, it was fun, it was great. I know
yeah, exactly. YouTube's gonna be like, no, we're not having this shit. Hey, Yami, how are you, love? Should we do a small trailer for Payday 2?
Why not?
Alright, we could do that. This is the, I believe it's the armored transport heist. Yeah, Killer had to go there, I know. Yeah, there's that for you. That's the idea. Payday 2, like I said, that was a lot of fun. I remember the first Payday. There's a big difference between the two, just in the graphics alone and the way you can play the game, the amount of commands you have for your other people, and the level of detail you have to go through in the second one's fucking crazy. That's what I like about that.
Yeah, I like just doing what I'm told to do. Like, I'm definitely not a leader in Payday 2. I'm just they'll usually give me a nice little simple task, like, you just stand out here with this car, and when the bombs need to be planted, you do that, and I feel placated, and I do it.
Right, yeah. I don't know, like I said, I like the fact that they get really elaborate on the way you have to go about the heists now. Although, at the same time, that can fuck you, because there are some people who just don't have the ability to understand that amount of detail with the fucking heist.
Or just the people that just don't have the patience, right, to wait for the right time to act, right? They're just like, they want to just go in guns blazing, and if you do that in that game, you're gonna have a bad time.
Yeah, you cannot do that with that game. They set it up so you actually have to kind of follow the rule or idea of what you're doing, as far as whether it's supposed to be a sneaking mission or whatever else you've got going on. However, if you like games where you can go ahead and just continuously, run and gun, then we've got one here for you too.
Oh my God, that was a segue! Holy shit! It's like we know what we're doing.
It's like we've done this before. Gears of War.
I completely ruined the
Edition.
segue.
Yeah, way to go, madam. Thanks a lot, Dick.
Yeah, Gears of War Ultimate Edition.
So next week it's going to be Mindless Banter with Panther, because Killer will be removed from the list of people who can actually do this shit from now on. And
oh, I never pretended that I could do this. Gears of War Ultimate Edition. I played this on Xbox One because, unfortunately, at this point, it's the only platform it's available on. They are talking about possibly bringing it to PC, which would be awesome. Gears of War is just a great game. Have you ever played any of it, Panther, at all? Like any of them?
I know I've played Gears of War. I can't remember which one it was. I want to say it was the one just before this one, or I think how many they got out now? 2 or 3, is it?
I think there's 3.
I may have played 3. I can't remember.
So Gears of War Ultimate Edition is just a remake of the original one.
Right. And you can see the difference right here between,
It was a really good remake, and it had been so long since I had played the original that I really enjoyed playing through it again. Me and a buddy played through it, and Gears of War was a game I played a lot of. Like, I went through and beat it on the insane difficulty, and I didn't get all the achievements because there's some just like no lifing. You're going to be playing this game for the next 4 frickin' years to get all the achievements, but
right.
I really like some Gears of War. It's a simple game, and cover-based shooter. It's fun. Like, I hope it comes out on PC. If it comes out on PC, I'll play it again.
Yeah, I mean, it's what they've done graphically with the Xbox versions. Like, you can see the Xbox 360 version here, and then it slides over. You see the Xbox One. How much more in detail that is. If they can do that with the Xbox, I would love to see what they're going to do with PC, because holy shit. I mean, that's what you have with the 360. That's what you get with the Xbox One. There's yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, imagine what it'll look like on PC.
Oh, yeah, because PC master race. That's all there is to it, especially graphically.
Yeah.
Graphically, PC will outrun everything all the time. And, yeah. This is going to be one of those ones where you can do... They'll show it up on PC. You'll see... This will be the PC version before, and then after remastered, there'll be a guy's face. You could count the fucking stubble on his fucking face. That's going to be the level of detail that's probably going to happen.
As long as they don't just do like a straight-up port and just make it look the same because they're lazy.
Yeah, that's always a possibility, too. The other thing they've done when they did the Ultimate, they add in 90 minutes of new campaign content from the original PC game. So... They took stuff that you didn't get to see. You'll now get to see. They're gonna have more maps, obviously, a bit more DLCs for it. The multiplayer stuff as well. They're gonna have different multiplayer.
Yeah,
maps
that's the thing
on.
I never actually got into with that game, and I had played a lot of it, but I never did play the multiplayer of it. And I know a lot of people love it, and a lot of people, that's why they buy that game, is for the multiplayer.
Right.
I think I played a little bit of the Horde mode, which isn't. I don't think that's in Gears of War Ultimate Edition, because I think Horde mode got introduced with Gears of War 2. I don't know.
Oh, look, right there. There you go. There's a picture. Look at that. You can almost fucking count the stubble on his face, and that's an Xbox One. So imagine what PC would look like. That's actually some really high detailed shit, too. They got really good with that.
I'm kind of happy to see this whole thing. Like, Microsoft has kind of come back to giving a crap about us PC gamers as of late with Windows 10 and whatnot. So, maybe we'll see some of these games. I mean, we do have Halo on the PC. It's not due to Microsoft, but there's a nice little mod out for this game Halo Online that came out in Russia and some other Slavic countries that's free to play. Somebody has done a mod and changed it over to English and made it so you can host your own multiplayer. So any of you that enjoy playing Halo 1, 2, or 3, you can play all those maps for free on PC, and it looks really, really good, and it plays really, really well.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, look at this level of detail in this dude's face. That kind of close up, the little soul patch he's got going and shit. It's not even at all. You can tell it's fuckered up. Dude, they bring this shit to PC and it's gonna look amazing. It already does look amazing, and just imagine how much better it's gonna look. It's gonna be ridiculous.
It'll look like that, and it'll run at 60 FPS. So. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not gonna run. It's not gonna run in cinematic view.
but 30. The human eye can't see more than 30 frames per second, Panther.
Right. You keep telling yourself that, Buttercup.
Oh. So this next game, I don't have a lot to say about it. It's Soma. I put it on the list because I generally am not one of the ones that likes the quote-unquote scare games or whatever you want to call horror games. I think jump scares don't scare me. They just seem really, really lame.
Okay. First things first. If you're looking for stuff about Soma, don't go to Google and just type in Soma, because women's lingerie, bras, panties, and swimwear is what you're going to find, not the fucking game.
Oh, I thought you would find the drug.
Well, I found that too. That's down. Yeah. Uses, dosage, and side effects warnings. Yeah, I saw that too. But I'm just like, what the fuck has come? What's going on here?
It seems like a horror game that I would play. Like it kind of is in the same vein of like the walking simulators that I like, and I don't know. It looks interesting. I have it on my wish list. I'll buy it eventually, and I'll play it.
Yeah, I don't know much about this game. In all honesty, I never really heard much about it. I never got to really see anything on it.
I started watching somebody play it on Twitch, and I pretty immediately thought it looked like a good game, so I stopped watching because I didn't want to be spoiled on it. So I don't know a crap load about it either, other than it looked good.
Here we go. We got a story trailer right here.
Get here. It's my sincerest belief that we can go on living. It really makes you think about what it means to be human.
I mean, if we are able to save even just a small piece of ourselves, why wouldn't we do that?
My name is Simon. Do you know anything about this place?
Oh, you knew. Look, I'm obviously hurt. Blacked out pretty bad. Can't remember how I got here.
What do you remember then?
I was in the pilot seat, dealing with some heat shields, and that's my last clear memory.
What the hell? How is this possible? Are you human?
So yeah, that's the trailer for the story mode of Soma, and it looks good, and it seems like it's one of those ones they did a really good job storyline wise, but I'm not dropping $30 on a game just yet. It hasn't convinced me. That's all there is to it.
No, I'll wait for it to go on sale. It's definitely not a $30 game to me. I'll wait for it to be, $5 or a $10 game.
Right, exactly. Mama says that she watched somebody play it and she really enjoyed it. It was fun to watch. So, like I said, it definitely looks like it would be. All right.
So, moving on to the most amazing game ever. This game.
This game
disappear for a month.
Yes, this game. Killer saw this game and immediately Yep, that was it. That was Killer right there the entire time. As soon as he saw the game come out.
Elite Dangerous. What a game! Even before the new, I don't even know if they call it Part 2, kind of Season 2, the expansion that came out for it that looks amazing as well, but yeah. I'm not prepared to drop another $60 on a game. I already dropped $60 on it this time. play Elite, you gotta be the right type of person. There's a lot of people that come and play that game and are just like, oh well, it's cool at first, and then they just get sick of it. And because you have to make your own fun in that game. Like, there's no like, predefined story. It's definitely a sandbox game. I mean, it's kind of like GTA multiplayer, right? You're just doing stuff to earn money to buy more stuff, but that stuff is amazing.
Yeah, it is pretty amazing.
And it takes a little bit to learn to play because you've got those 6 degrees or 5 degrees of freedom, whatever the hell they call it, where you got to pitch yaw, and you gotta kind of know how to fly a little bit. It's not overly difficult, I wouldn't say. Panther, you played some of it. Like, did you find it difficult?
No, but then again, it also comes with the fact that I grew up playing flight simulator games and shit like that when I was younger. So I got used to having to control a chopper or a jet or a biplane or whatever in all different directions. I would shut off all the assists and learn how to fly the damn thing with no assist on at all. So this game isn't that bad, but I use the keyboard on this one, not a joystick or anything like that. You've got way too many keys to be using a joystick for this game.
I see. If you want to use a joystick, you need to get like a joystick and throttle combo thing, or separate HOTAS or HOTAS or however the hell they pronounce it. Because you need all those extra buttons. But then again, like, I use voice commands for a lot of it, so I don't need as many of the buttons, right? Like, I use voice commands to do my landing sequence for me, targeting other enemies, stuff like that. Like, doing voice commands with that game, to me, is just like the pinnacle of awesomeness, because it like really, really adds to the realism. Like, I really like that game. That's all I can say. Like, and here's the thing, right? I haven't played it now for probably 2 or 3 months, and it's only because I went on this bent where I was going to go try to get my elite rank in exploring, which a lot of people would find exploring really, really boring, because you're just like, you jump into a system, you scan all the planets, as long as somebody else hasn't found it already. You get like money for once you can get back with all this exploration data. You get money anyways. If you die while you're out there, you lose all your money. But you jump into a system, you scan all the planets, discover all the things, and then you jump to the next one and you do the same thing. And it's really, really repetitive. But I find it enjoyable. Like, just like finding, because the thing you need to understand about Elite is the size of the known universe, or galaxy, I should say, not universe, galaxy. So every star system that we know about is in the game, and then all the other ones we don't know about are procedurally generated, right? So there is quite literally enough star systems in that game that I think they said if everybody on Earth played it, it would still take 1,500 years to discover all the star systems.
Yeah. Right there, it shows it. 400 billion star systems.
And everyone you discover gets your name on it. So, I don't know. I find it fun. Like, that game is hours of tranquility punctuated by moments of sheer terror.
Yeah, that is true. I agree with that one. I don't know how many times, because all I was doing was I did trade runs. So I went from port to port, dropping and buying up goods, selling off goods or whatever. And every now and again, you'd come in, and it always drops you off at a sun. Every time you warp, you end up aiming for a star, which is a sun, for those of you that haven't caught up to us yet in the 5th grade level. Moving on. So you come out next to the sun, you can rotate around the sun, open up your fuel cargo spot so you can, refuel from the sun itself and move on to where you gotta go. I don't know how many times I've been doing that, like just rotating around the sun, getting fuel, suddenly, wham! I'm in a gridlock, someone's trying to pull me out of my hyperspace and fucking kill me. I'm like, what the fuck? I wasn't doing anything.
They like to hang out by the stars and interdict you, like, and you can get pulled, and then if you're too close to the sun and you get interdicted, now you can get pulled in by that sun's gravity, and now you got to try to fight to get away from that sun before you burn up. Like,
yeah, and you're still probably fighting with the other asshole who pulled you out of the dang to begin with.
Yeah, it's so let's talk about the DLC a little bit, right? So the DLC has made it so that you can land on any of the rocky planets in the game. They'll add it so that you can land on the like Earth-likes and metal planets here pretty soon too. And they all are like procedurally generated, so all the planets have stuff on them, like bases, and you get like this little like car that you drive around, and you can attack bases, and you can have other people firing down above you from their ships. I mean, it's just like, once again, right, there's so much content to that like you could never get sick of it, because you just move on to another planet and check out the stuff on there. Like it is so well done of a game. Like I could see myself just playing that game for the next 10 years and not being sick of it.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Me too. And they've added the download so you can land on planets. They'll get it to a point, like you said, we can land on Earth-like planets and stuff like that. That's only going to add to more shit you can do, more things that can go wrong, which means a hell of a lot more of me and Killer both screaming, "Mistakes have been made!" as we die.
Well, and they're going to make it, or they may have already, I don't know, I've been following it super closely, but so that you can have like a co-pilot in your ship, right? So I could be driving, PP could be manning the guns and stuff like that. And they're going to make it also so that you can get out of your seat and walk around in your ship and do stuff too.
Oh, now that would be badass, because I know you don't have the ability to do that yet. And I've got the, I think I have a Type 7 transporter, which is a big fucking bitch of a ship. And I would love to see the type of, detail they're going to go into as far as the room set up in that and the levels and all that. That'd be interesting.
When I bought my first transporter, I went from like the first ship you get in the game to this like transporter thing, and I was used to, with the Sidewinders, the first ship you get, I was used to coming to dock with a station, right? I would just come in full speed through what they call the mail slot.
Yep.
Just balls to the wall, and then hit my brakes and just come straight down and land. Like, I got really good at it. So I buy this transporter, which is a hell of a lot bigger, and I didn't realize it did not stop nearly as fast as the Sidewinder did. So I come blazing into the space station, hit my brakes, and I have this like thing set up where like I tell it, okay, that I'm landing, and so it'll completely apply my reverse thrusters. It will drop my fuel scoop. It'll drop everything that'll slow me down as quickly as possible. So I hit that, and I just kept going. And I was like, oh, shit. Bam, right into the back wall of the space station.
Yep, you're not the only one. I did the same fucking thing. I was using one of the smaller transporters, and it was a nimble little fucking thing, and I would do the same thing. Full bore into the mail slot, stop, drop, land, done. And then I didn't even think about it. I skipped the transporter 6. I went straight to transporter 7. The damn thing barely fits in the fucking mail slot. So the first time in, wham, hit the mail slot, stopped dead in my fucking tracks right then and there. And I was like, fuck, no! $3,000 worth of damage.
I made it through the mail slot, but I like just kept going because I couldn't slow down. So I just completely went all the way through the space station and plowed into the back wall.
Yeah, no, see, I didn't even make it into the damn mail slot. Hi, Zane!
What? Dishes are...
all right.
What a troll. What a fucking troll.
I know. Trying to segue his own way into this fucking shit. See how he is? Yeah. Oh, speaking of segues, I guess we can run that. Since we both played Elite Dangerous, that takes us on to the next idea that we're going to go into, which is games that we have played, either one or both of us, either way, that we absolutely fucking love. And Elite Dangerous was the first one, so we killed that one already. What's the next one we have? Oh yeah, Guns of Icarus. So another segue is, if you like a game where you can run around on your ship, you'll enjoy Guns of Icarus, because that's what you do all day long.
Yeah, this game has apparently been out for like 3 years or something like that, and we kind of just... I had seen it maybe 6 months ago or something, and it looked kind of good, and one night, like, Max and I were looking for something to play, and I'm like, have you played that game, Guns of Icarus? He's like, dude, you want to play that game? I'm like, yeah, it looks interesting. I was like, I don't have it, so we'll have to play it sometime. He's like, no, I'm gonna buy it right now. We're gonna play it.
Here's a little trailer of it there.
It's a game that you need to play with people that you are in TeamSpeak or voice chat of some sort with. Like,
yeah, definitely.
Trying to play that game with randoms, like, it's just not gonna happen. Like, screw that.
Yeah, no. you have way too much you have to do. You got to have people running around fixing the motors, the balloon, your shields, your guns. You got to have the pilot directing you to where the bad guys are. You got to have the gunners knowing where the bad guys are. If you cannot voice chat with the people in your group, you are fucked from the get-go.
Yeah, it seems to be okay, like, if we can get 3 of us in voice chat and maybe pick up one random, like, it's not as good as it could be, but it's usually okay. But any more than that, it's you're just gonna have a bad time. Like, and it's such a good game. Like, it is so... if you can get a crew together, it's completely worth it. Let's just put it that way. Like, I really enjoy it. In fact, we need to play some more of that.
Yeah, indeed. Absolutely. That was a fun fucking game, that's for sure. But yeah, I actually got started with Guns of Icarus because of my buddy Winter. He's the one who started playing at first. And at first I was like, the problem I had was it was me and him and then 2 fucking randoms. So I was like, this game fucking sucks. You can't get shit done. You know, what's the point? And then, oh god, it's been a few months since I played it, and then all of a sudden, you know, Killer and fucking Max are like, hey, we're playing Guns of Icarus. I'm like, that sounds familiar. I think I have that. I had to go download it. Yeah, with 4 of us, dude, that was a fun fucking deal. And if you can get 8 people, and each of you on opposite sides, so you get 2 or 3 ships per side, or 2 ships per side, but one group is on one side, you're on the other side going against them. That makes it even better because you can hear the other group if you're all in the same room. So you know what's going on with them at the same time. Oh, dude, that adds to the level of fucking crazy.
Yeah, I think you can do up to, like, if you want to fill a lobby, you can do up to, like, 16 people, or maybe even more, because I think there's missions that have three ships versus 3 ships, so I think you could do, like, 24.
Damn. That'd be fucking insane.
Can you imagine all 24 people being in the same team speak and trying to get anything done?
No. Fuck no. Everyone would be yelling over everyone the entire fucking time. That would just be ridiculous. Holy fuck, ridiculous. Well, okay.
We actually got pretty good at it too. Like, playing together.
Well, yeah. Once you figure out, that's the thing. You have to figure out whose job is really going to do what. Like, if I'm on there, I will try and take care of the engines and the shield or the balloon, whatever one it is that is down on my level. I will try and stick to a certain level and take care of that. So anyone else, the gunner will be on his deal. The other engineer can take care of the balloon and the guns and help shoot when they have the ability to. That'll help out. And then obviously the pilot and then the gunner doing their thing. So once you know what you're doing, that makes the game 10 times better because it runs smoother.
For some reason, though, I can't figure out. They will never let me drive the ship, and I don't even understand it. They're just like, nope, you're an engineer. Like, no, you can't fly the ship. I can't even imagine why they would do that, but
fail.
Yeah.
Blind guy driving the ship. That would be an epic fail. Yes, indeed. That would be why. So,
fine. Moving on.
Yes, moving on indeed. If you prefer a game where you can have as many people as you feel like to play with, then this one's for you. And I don't think this one needs much of an introduction. It's Minecraft, plain and simple. Vanilla or modded, either one. Minecraft is a huge community. It has dropped off as of late because they kept updating 1.8 so fucking much that the modders were just like, we can't keep up with what they're doing. So fuck it, I'm done modding shit. I'm done making mods, I'm done updating shit until they fucking calm down. Because, 1.6.4 was around for how many fucking months before 1.7.10 came out?
I think the 1.8 stuff was like, I think actually like most of the 1.8 updates that came out didn't really change much that people had to do on mods, but the thing is with like the modding community with Minecraft is they've always like stuck to where they're like a version behind, right? So they'll wait for 1.9 to come out before they even really start doing anything with 1.8. Like, well, yeah, and 1.9 took so long to come out. Like, this is the longest between Minecraft releases ever, right? It's been more than a year since 1.8 came out.
So I'm saying it's usually 4 to 5 months between releases. So it's like 1.6.4 came out and it ran for 4 or 5 months. 1.7.10 hit. And all the mods on 1.6.4 were updated and set and good to go. And then everyone started messing with shit for 1.7.10. And the jump between 164 and 1710 was so fucking dramatic that they had to completely redo the way they wrote the mods, which fucked
because
everybody up.
Were named and
Oh yeah. That fucked everybody up big time. A lot of the mod developers were not happy with that.
Well, the one thing I can say is that I don't think I'll be going to 1.9 until some sort of a mod comes out that lets you undo the changes to the combat, because I don't like them at all.
What are the changes to the combat though? Because I haven't, I don't know anything about that.
So you can't like spam click your sword anymore. You have to like go click. The more you spam click your sword, the less effective it is, and it was done to make the PvP people happy. And my thought has always been, Minecraft isn't a PvP game. It's not built to be PvP.
Yeah.
If you want to do PvP, fine, but don't bitch that the PvP sucks, because that's not ever what it was intended to be. But enough people bitched, and they got their way, and now there's these, things in the game that to me make it worse, that are solely there for PvP reasons.
Yeah, no, that's retarded. They should never ever set things for the PvP people, because there are not that many PvP people compared to the PvEs. And yeah, the premise of Minecraft is survival against the world, against the Minecraft world, not against other people.
Invent a new machine, or take a ride on a roller coaster.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Yeah, no.
Protect yourself with the strongest armor that you can craft.
I don't know. Like I said, I don't ever pay attention to the next updated thing. Like when we were playing 164, and everyone's like, "Oh, 1710's coming out." I don't give a fuck. I'm on 164. 1710's not going to be ready right away. It's going to take 1710 at least a month or two to get all the bugs worked out, And so, yeah, when they did that. Every time they update, the next one's coming out. Whatever. I'll worry about that 4 months from now when everything works smoothly. I'm not fighting with all the bugs.
I'm surprised, because when we were playing Amplified, right? Like that was the 1.9 snapshot. So I'm surprised you didn't notice the whole combat changing stuff.
I did notice that, but in all honesty, I thought that was something to do with the Amplified part of it. I didn't know that was part of the next thing.
Yeah, that's all vanilla now.
Yeah, that's just gonna make me not want to play the game.
Yeah, I'll stick to, like I said, somebody will come out with a mod that'll undo all that, just because enough people dislike it as much as I do or you do.
Right. You can blame the Hunger Games minigame for that correction, Killer. Oh yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Hunger Games and hardcore survival or ultimate, whatever that tournament shit they would do, a hardcore tournament that got big there for a while.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know. Like I said, shit, Killer. I had a good 11-month, 12-month hiatus from Minecraft. I didn't play Minecraft for almost a year, maybe even more. Might have been a year and a few months, because I got tired of Minecraft. No offense to Geek, but because we were playing Minecraft so fucking much that I just got to a point where it's I'd done all the mods I'd ever want to do, and the other mods that I don't want to do, I'm not going to get into those because I really don't want to do them. They're not going to make the game fun in any way, shape, or form, because I don't care to learn them. So maybe a year and 2 months away from Minecraft, and I come back, and yeah, Vanilla Amplified, I jump in, and it has that shit about not being able to fucking click your mouse. I was like, well, this just makes me not want to fucking play Minecraft even more. So yeah, I don't think that's gonna last.
That and my
very
mob
long.
spawner didn't work. I'm still salty about that. I still don't know why.
Yeah, I have no idea why that happened with you either. That makes no sense at all. Because Bucket built one and his works just fucking fine.
Well, yeah, but his was with a actual mob spawner, right?
Oh, that's right. He did. He used an actual spawner for his.
Yeah, and I had a darker one, and it just produced barely any mobs at all, and it was built over the ocean. Everything was. I built 1 million of them, and they've always worked. But for some reason, in at least that snapshot, it didn't work.
Yeah, they removed Herobrine in the latest release. Finally. Oh, okay. I have no idea what the hell Herobrine does, so that doesn't mean anything to me.
Herobrine, it's just a joke. It's supposed to be Steve's brother or something like that, and he haunts you. It was a joke, and then Notch started rolling with it, so almost every update says, we removed Herobrine.
Oh, okay. Alrighty then.
Space Engineers.
Yeah, Space Engineers would be the next one we're going to go to here. Now, I'm happy with this one. I was happy with this one when it was just asteroids, because the ability to build a ship any way you feel like, and quite literally customize the way it looks any way you want. It's block building like Minecraft, but it's in space. Obviously, your person, as you could tell from this guy sitting here, you don't look like a Minecraft person or anything like that, but your ship is very blocky. And I like that idea because it's easier to build with, and well, let's face it, the engine they use for the physics, yeah, holy fuck. Crash, things go boom, it's a lot of fun. And now they have planets. That's badass.
I enjoy it. Like, I have no friggin' clue what I'm doing on it, but I enjoy it. Like
that's yeah, we all know that. We can all tell.
I just go tear apart that ship. Like, I'm on it, sir. Like, I'll just take orders in that game because I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Yeah, pretty much. Here's a little deal about the space engineers with planets. That's a 6-minute video. We're not watching all 6 minutes, so.
Let me sum it up for you. It's got planets now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, let me sum that up for you. You can land on big rocky things that are not asteroids.
Apparently there's, dogs that, I don't know, they eat your face or something?
Yeah, that's the thing now, and they're somewhat they're mechanical dogs or some shit, because you can hit them with electro pulse and fuck them up or something. I don't know, it's weird. Maybe they'll have something in this video about it, but yeah, you can now land. I don't know, I think they did a good job when they did the generation of the planets and stuff. I think they've done a good job with that. I like the way it looks. It looks almost fucking real.
Texture quality could be a little bit better.
Yeah, but I mean, what do you expect with the type of game? Look at what you can do in the game. You know?
I expect high-resolution textures on everything.
That's because you're blind and everything looks low-res no matter what resolution it is.
Well, then wouldn't I not care?
Somebody ran over someone's rover. Oh, and he's grinding it up. No, he's killing it. Oh! No, you can't make it through a big gigantic fucking square hole either, apparently. I don't know, yeah, I've enjoyed Space Engineers every time I've played it. I have loved every bit of it. The amount of stuff you can do is almost limitless. It's nice. Welcome back, Mine. How's it going, buddy? I like how it still says the game is available on Steam Early Access. It's not really much of an early access game. It's been out for over a year now. I mean, the planets part of it hasn't, but the game itself has. I think that's actually when I got into it, was when it just came out. Because when I first got onto it, you couldn't... It wasn't the greatest looking thing, first off, but there wasn't quite as much stuff you could do either. And really all it ever was when you first started the game was... It was just the physics generation was the only good part about it. So literally you just built the ship and then ran it into shit just to see how it would react. Build an armadillo in space on an asteroid. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you could. You could build the armadillo, you could drill through an asteroid and watch it go boom. That's very possible. But yeah, that's I've always enjoyed Space Engineers anytime I've played it. I just wish we could do a little bit more when it comes to our servers for it and everything.
Yeah, if they would actually, make a Linux-based server, that would be amazing.
Yeah, something that you guys could work with then.
So moving on, a game that we haven't played nearly enough of in the last couple months at all, like Ark Survival Evolved. What can I say about Ark Survival Evolved? I really, really like that game, and I am also really, really sick of that game.
I like this game. I don't ever want to play this game ever again for the rest of my fucking life. But I like this game.
Actually, there's been something that has been done to Ark that, unless it's undone, might make me never want to come back to it. They nerfed almost all of the dinosaurs, so they only do like 20% of the damage they used to do.
Oh wow, that's not good.
Yeah.
When the hell did this happen?
I think right after we got done playing.
Oh wow, so we really ended it right just before. Well, okay, let's recap that. All right, so Geek decided on December 1st that we would create a server, and everyone in the TGD, it's the Gaming Dynasty, that's our group that we're a part of, everyone in it would play Ark Survival Evolved on this server. We would have 30 days to build ourselves a home, gather up dinosaurs, make armor, weapons, whatever it is we needed to do. And then on New Year's, we would battle. And the idea was that we would start it off late enough in the evening that the battle should be ending right around midnight-ish, depending on your time zone, obviously. For Geek and myself, it's Central Time Zone, so, that's what we went with. Somewhere around 2 weeks in, oh my god, we were fucking done with that game. 2 weeks straight of Ark, and we were like, I know there's stuff that I could still do, but I don't have I just can't. I can't fucking be bothered.
But our team had Mama to keep us on task, so
well,
we
this
were
is
all
true.
right.
Yeah, because of Mama 4, we did get shit done, and yeah, she kept it lively for us. That was something that's very true. She kept everything moving. And actually, I think if it weren't for that, I don't know that we would have won the way we did.
Mama's she's good at whipping us into shape.
Mama's a slave driver, just for those that don't know.
We'd just start like fucking off, and she would just be like, well, isn't there something better you could be doing with your time?
she would too. She fucking would too.
She might not have been that upfront about it, but she would slightly nudge us in the direction of stop fucking off and go get something done, you lazy bastard.
Yeah. Now, Ark they released it for Xbox One, and when they released it, and this is the thing that aggravates me, when they released it for PC, it was, like, when it first came out, you might get 15 fucking frames if you were lucky. And then you had a high-end computer, too, if you were getting 15 frames. And then they slowly kept updating and optimizing and updating and optimizing, and it's, I think, on my tower, my gaming tower, which is fairly well newer stuff, I can get 30 to 40 frames if I have everything on medium. But then they throw it on an Xbox One and the fucker runs at 60 frames flat.
Yeah, well, I've seen some information on that, actually. Because when it came out, yeah, that was the big thing they were touting. It was 60 FPS and blah, 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 blah.
Right.
So it turns out that game is running at like 600 and some odd p. Like, the resolution is super low.
Oh.
And even they said 60 FPS. Yeah, in their wildest dreams, right? It's actually like 22.
Wow.
and it has having an issue staying at 22. So, yeah, it wasn't. I when I first saw that, I was like, wow, that's amazing that they got that game to run that well on. And I don't like. I joke and I PC Master Race and all this stuff, but I own an Xbox One. Like, I don't play it that often, but I own one, and it's not horrible. I mean, hardware-wise, it's lacking quite a bit, but it gets the job done. But for something that ran, like, I mean, I have a pretty beefy PC, and granted, I had the graphics settings turned up, but the fact that I could barely hold 40 FPS on Ark with a 980 Ti, like,
oh yeah,
that's ridiculous.
Well, I've got the R9 390X. That's like the top end of the AMD R9 series, and yeah, I was barely holding 30 to 40 frames with it. And
yeah, that game needs some optimization. They keep saying, "Oh, yep, that's coming in the next update. That's coming in the next update. We're going to optimize it. Yeah, that still has yet to come. They're supposed to be adding DirectX 12 support, which should help. It's not going to be a miracle,
no,
but it might get you a few frames. Ark is a game that I will most probably definitely go back to and play again, you know, maybe in 6 months or whatever, when there's enough new features to bring me back. I'm just frankly sick of it right now. Like,
yeah, it's one of those games where we played. You don't think it's possible when you first start the game. Like, you cannot overplay this. It's not possible. Oh, it's fucking possible. You play that bitch for 30 days straight. Go ahead.
We had that tournament, but we had already been playing it for, you know, the months leading up to that. Not as heavily, but quite a bit. True. Like almost like I was playing it daily, you know, for probably the month at least leading up to that tournament.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't playing it daily for that month. I would get on the weekends usually. I'd play it a day or two over the weekend. But no, 30 days of Ark, and I'm like, nope, I'm good. This is now the new Minecraft, and I want nothing to do with it.
Although, like, the one thing that might bring me back to it is that if we set up like a modded server for it, because there's a lot of really good mods for it that add quite a bit of, you know, content, which could be fun. I'm not doing it this week or this month even, but
yeah, no. It's not happening this week or this month or next month or possibly in the next 6 months, but it will happen someday.
Oh, so moving on from that.
Hold on, let me get caught up. I was running the little video of it here, but yeah, that's fine.
Oh.
We'll, yeah, well, I mean, most of us here know what Ark is. We've seen Ark numerous times. It's all good. And for those of you that watch us stream, if you go on to my channel, it's twitch.tv/prowling_panther. You could see the at least the last half hour, well, pretty much the entire battle. Actually, you could see the battle itself. We had like a good hour or so leading up to the battle where we were trying to gather shit and get it over to the island where we were going to do the battle. But then Mr. Geekles was like, let's fucking go, hello, and wouldn't give us time. So we said, fuck it, we'll just do this battle and we'll lose. And that's not what happened. I'm not going to tell you how we win. You'll have to go over to my channel and watch that for you to figure it out. I'm just going to let you know, we didn't.
Geek was in a bit of a hurry because Geek's team kind of shit out on him. And it was just him and Lava that were battling me and Mama and Papa and Panther. And
yeah, it wasn't good.
It kind of fell apart at the end, but it was still good fun.
That's not the game I wanted. There we go, that'll work. Yes, enter, thank you. Pause. So yeah, going on from there, we're going to move into a game that Killer absolutely fucking adores here. Just Cause 2.
And now, I'll preface this with the fact that I've only played, like, the multiplayer mod for it. Like, if we go onto a server that allows you to spawn in whatever you want and teleport, you know, to different places and whatnot. But holy crap, that game is really fun. Like, so on the server we go on, there's a setting on there where if you're driving a vehicle, if you shoot the guns on the vehicle, it makes you go even faster, like insanely fast, like 700 miles an hour fast. And it's just insanely fun. We go in there. There's no real objectives that we work on. We just spawn vehicles in and blow each other up, or well, it's like GTA, but with, you know, a lot of extra fun, just crazy, wacky vehicles and locations. And I actually want to get around to playing the single player for that game, which the problem is I just have a hard time forcing myself to play any single player games because it feels lonely.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I'm the type of person, if I'm going to play a single-player game, it has to be something with an epic fucking storyline, and the gameplay needs to be epic as well. It has to really hold my attention for me to play it in single-player, which is why, like with Skyrim, I played Skyrim for like 6 months straight and just beat the shit out of the game multiple ways, and then I found multiplayer games, and I quit playing Skyrim.
Yeah, that's kind of what happened with me. Like, I used to only play single player games because I don't like playing games with randoms. Period. Like, I just refuse. Like, it's the surest way to just tear your hair out. Like, I don't enjoy it, and I didn't really have a group of people to play with, so I only played single player games. And then I got a group of people to play with, and now I don't even want to touch them. Like,
yeah, it's yeah.
First world problems.
Yeah, definitely. And this game is a lot like any other game that you got the ability to play single player or multiplayer. The single player looks good, and then you get into it, and it's going to take you at least 2 hours of gameplay to really get through the boring shit to start getting to the good shit in the game. And I don't have the patience to go through 2 hours of bullshit just to get to the good shit in the game. I just don't.
We can move on from that one. I didn't have a ton to say about it. I just had fun with it.
Yeah, it seemed like a really fun game, but yeah. So we will move on from there then.
Worms Revolution. Max and I have played a bit of this lately. It's another Worms game. If you've played one of them, you've played pretty much all of them. But they're so damn fun. Like, I played the original one back in the 90s, like, quite a bit, and I don't know, there's just something satisfying about throwing a sheep at your friend and then making it explode. Like, how can you ask for more, really?
I never really played this game much, so I don't know anything really about it. For me, it looks like it's tanks.
It's tanks with silly
worms.
characters.
Yeah,
silly characters that have, like, over-the-top crazy weapons. Like that, it's tanks. I mean, but it's so good.
Yeah. So this is one of those cartoony, goofy games that you would sit there and like, yeah, I'll play it for a little bit and I'll get bored with it. And then 4 hours later, you're like, holy fuck.
Yeah, we have fun with it. Like it's. There's a lot of them too. Like, and the Worms collection will go on sale really cheap on Steam quite often. So if you think it looks alright, you might pick one up and try it out.
Yeah, right now
Revolution is pretty good.
The Revolution right now is like $15, but I've seen it drop down to almost like $4 or some shit.
Yeah, I think you can get like the collection that has most, if not all, of the Worm games in it for probably $15 when it's on sale. So.
All right. So if you want a free-to-play game instead, though, we can direct you over to Quiplash because this game
it's kind of free to play, right? Like one person needs to own it, and then everybody else can
join it, and from there,
yeah. I would recommend, like, if you want to get Quiplash, just get the Jackbot Party Pack 2. It's got Quiplash 2 in it, which has all the stuff from Quiplash 1. So Quiplash is a game that you need to go into understanding that it's going to be like Cards Against Humanity. Like, the more perverted you are, the more fun you're going to have with that game. Like, if you try to go, like, trying to play Quiplash like PG would suck.
Oh, that's not possible.
No, like, just no. But if you can get a group of people together to play it, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's a good game to stream too.
Yeah, I say I played this game a little bit with Killer and some others, and some of the answers you come up with can be rather interesting. And then again, some of the questions they give you are really interesting.
They have like a little component to it to where, like, if you're streaming it, the audience can vote on the answers too, so that their input gives adds to the final score. It's a pretty fun little game.
A record scratch sound effect. Make your next party a Quiplash party and come up with answers to this.
Moving on.
An inappropriate thing to do at a cemetery? Yeah, exactly. Sorry, I was playing the video while we were talking.
I mean, you like hilarious
yeah, that game's one of those. It's Cards Against Humanity, but it's for everybody.
Now.
That is for sure. It is for everyone. So yeah, moving on from there, we have, what is it, Dying Light, I believe it is?
Yeah, Dying Light, right? A parkour-based survival zombie game with crafting. It's really good. There's some DLC coming out for it here in the very near future. I think maybe next month or something. That looks really, really good. I suck at it, but I enjoy it.
See what we got. There we go, a story trailer. There we go. That'll tell us a little bit about what's going on, huh?
It runs really well on PC. It's fun. It was one of those games of I kind of looked at it when it first came out. Was like, I'm not paying $60 for it, but it looks good. And then the Steam sale came along, and it was like, I think $10 or something like that. So I picked it up. I think me and Max and Dizzy and my nephew have been playing it.
Yeah.
Off and on. It's all right. It's not like Game of the Year material, but it's all right.
Then shall be revealed one man through
The next game.
Hang on. Sorry, it's still going through the video.
Oh damn it! I was trying to do a segue.
You're gonna have to hold on a minute there.
What segues?
Will he speak? And his voice shall be the light and the healing.
There's a reason there.
Pass through the gates of death, so that he may bring new life.
Okay, so what were you gonna segue now?
Oh, I was just gonna make a really quick segue into Dino D-Day because, that's Game of the Year material right there.
Okay, sarcasm, ladies and gentlemen. It's a wonderful thing.
It's not a bad game. It's fun. Like,
no, I agree. It was fun. I played a little bit of it with you and Max and who else? It was I think we had a couple of randoms even come in, and the randoms even made it fun for what it is.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say a lot on it. It's dinosaurs, Nazi dinosaurs with guns strapped to them. I mean, what else could you ask for? It's Nazi dinosaurs with guns strapped to them.
Yeah. Yeah, basically it's World War II, and you're fighting the Nazis, but dinosaurs are, capable of being used, because we had dinosaurs back in World War II. Papa, did the dinosaurs make it to World War II? I don't know how that works. Do you understand that one?
Did they have guns?
I don't know. Papa rode dinosaurs when, the first trash truck was a T-Rex, and yeah, pretty much. So, yeah, that's how that goes. Check your Discord. Contagion. You don't listen worth a shit.
I'm checking my...
Too late now. Alright, so yes, Contagion. This one was... Yeah. What I put in Discord will go next. How about that?
Sure.
It's a movie. I don't want the movie. Why are you giving me a movie? How about we go like this? You can just go there. Thank you. No. Pause. So yeah, Contagion. This game is actually kind of interesting because it's zombies, so there's your segue there. Papa says they were long gone, assholes. Damn. Okay, so it doesn't make any sense that they were dinosaurs in that game during World War II. That's alright. Welcome back, Shane. So yeah, Contagion. Zombies, and you have to try and get through a level, basically. But the difference is that if you get attacked by a zombie and you get eaten by that zombie or infected, rather than just you're done with the game and that's it, you become a zombie and now you have to chase down your friends and infect them. So it adds an extra element of no matter what you do, you're fucked. Because if you lose your people and you're the last one left, they're now zombies and they're coming after you. So that means you have something with intelligence acting as a zombie. Yeah, good luck with that.
And the thing with that game is if you have any friends that buy Humble Bundles, they probably have some extra copies of it, because it's...
Yeah.
I think one of the Humble Bundles, you got like 4 copies of the game with it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not... It's alright. It's not my favorite game anywhere near, but it's alright.
No, yeah, I was gonna say... It's a really good game to play if you have 5 or 6 friends with nothing to do, and you could sit there and really work on it and try and become a team and get your way through. And the best part is if those 5 or 6 friends become zombies, you can move them to another voice channel, and then they can fucking coordinate their efforts to come after you. I mean, you could really make this an interesting game if you did all that.
It reminds me a lot. It's a lot like Left 4 Dead in that aspect, right? Where you can have like people on each side. The zombie side and the survivor side.
Yeah. So that's this is one of those games that could become something unbelievably epic if they keep it going the way they do and the community really follows behind it.
Kind of like a mix of Left 4 Dead and Payday.
Right. So from that, we're going to go into the last game that we've got in our list at this point. I mean, there's a couple more we could go through, but nah, whatever. And that would be the game that we have played, I'd say the most over the last couple of weeks. Last week and a half. something like that. Yeah, that would be Need for Speed Hot Pursuit because because we're children, and fast cars and running from cops is what we do. That's how it goes.
Yeah, and I am the most amazing driver in that.
No.
Can't be beat. Can't be beat.
Killer driving is exactly this right here. Fail. Yes, that's killer driving right there. Absolute fucking fail.
I don't know what you're talking about. I am fucking amazing. That's what I tell myself at night when I cry myself to sleep. And that's what I'm rolling with right now.
Oh, why does that not surprise me? Crying yourself to sleep. Yes, No, Hot Pursuit's pretty badass. You could be a cop or you could be a racer. You rank up as you gain bounty on either side. And I like what they've done with this because if you're in story mode, you gain what they call bounty and rank up. But then you can use that rank on your multiplayer. But if you're just playing multiplayer online, all the rank you gain online will transfer over to your single player. So no matter what, you're at the same level on both, no matter what you do. And I kind of like that because if you get a story mode part you can't get through, you just go online with people like Killer, you beat the fuck out of them, gain more bounty, and get yourself up higher, and then you go back to story mode and you beat it.
Is that why I'm there? Son of a bitch.
Got kicked out of an alpha server because of you. I have no idea, Shane, buddy. I can't help you there with that. But yeah, this game, this is one of those ones that could go either way. The best part is that you, as a racer, you can use spike strips and a radar jammer, and I think you've got a turbo and an EMP. So now the cops aren't the only ones with tools to help them with what they're doing. And that adds a whole awesome.
Give me all the tools you want. It ain't gonna help me none.
This is true. This is true.
Yeah, it's a good game though. It's another game that's been out for a while that we just kind of recently got into.
Yeah.
Because Steam sales.
Right, Steam sales, and they redid the game and they made it better. So yeah, it's a pretty badass fucking game to run through. All right, I think we're pretty well gonna call that quits right there. I think that sounds good for me. If that sounds good to you.
I think so. We had a good first show.
Yeah, I would say we did. We need to find a good ending song. You know what? I've got a good ending song. Fuck it. All right. So we're going to end out on an awesome note with it. For those of you that actually enjoyed what we did, first off, if you have anything you would like to let us know, something you think we could do differently to make things a little better, you can actually email us. It's www.mindlessbanter, no E, just BANTR, @gmail.com.
No www though.
Oh, you know what I mean. Yeah. Email us at mindlessbanter, no E, @gmail.com. Yeah, put the W in there anyways, whatever. Thanks, Mama. I'm glad you enjoyed it. If you have questions or even game suggestions or anything like that, email it to us. We'll check it out. We'll start reading through emails on the next show. We're going to do this once a week, so next Sunday at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time or 12 p.m. Mountain Time. That's what time we should be kicking off unless something happens. Between now and then, we're going to come up with a Twitter account for Mindless Banter as well, so once we have that, we'll start tweeting that out and getting that out to people so you guys can follow us there as well. And, yeah.
And you can watch the VOD if you missed part of it and want to...
Yep, we'll have the VOD up and everything. I would like to work at some point to get to a point where we can start doing podcasts. I think having a podcast would be a good idea. It doesn't matter if you can watch us or not. That doesn't mean anything. You can at least hear the videos. Hearing what we're saying, that's the main deal. Understanding what we're talking about, that's the main thing. So, yeah, we're going to go to this here. We thank you all for coming out and hanging out with us. It has been interesting and fun to do this. Killer's camera is fucked up as soon as I switched over to the end thing. Whatever. Fuck it. I don't care. You got a big old black border around you with some stuff. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, fuck you, border. That's how that goes. So, yeah, we're going to end it on a high note. Thank you all for coming out and hanging out with us. And we will see you next week.